Hey, you fucking pricks. How y'all doing today? It's a Lamentable podcast here with a third episode. And we have a familiar guest here, Nick Masiello. How you doing?
Howdy ho.
And of course, it's your regulars, Josh and Kyle.
Of course.
I'm here.
So, how was our weekends? We'll start off with Nick.
I think you should go to Kyle first, honestly. I got quite a story.
Alright, I guess we're going to Kyle first. Alright, Kyle, how was your weekend?
It was pretty boring. Did the normal. Watched the NASCAR races. That's about all I do on the weekends.
Who ended up winning that race today?
Joey Logano won the race today.
Oh, fuck that. That's stupid. I don't like Joey Logano.
He's okay.
I don't keep up with it, but I just don't like him. I'll go. I didn't really do much this weekend. I was supposed to have a 3-day weekend off of work, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday,
That's
but
pretty nice.
I didn't end up getting that.
No, well, that's not nice.
Yeah, for some reason I decided to answer a phone call Friday night when I was sitting here hanging out with Kyle, and I answered it. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and my boss called me, and I was like, I guess I'll just answer.
Did you call-ins at 9 o'clock at night at T-Mobile? Is it? No, it's Cricket, right?
Cricket.
I apologize.
It's even more ghetto than T-Mobile.
But no, T-Mobile is the bottom of the bucket. No, actually, Boost is the bottom of the bucket now.
That's true.
But Cricket's like, it's...
What about Metro PCS?
Presented by Sprint.
There's a lot of bad ones, I guess.
There's the Walmart branch, too.
Oh, Straight Talk?
Straight Talk? Yeah, there's a Walmart
yeah.
brand. And there's another one that came out that
You mean
runs through, like, Walmart.
Burnerphone.com.
Yeah.
What people don't get, people think Cricket's really shitty, because they used to be really shitty, but then in, like, 2008, AT&T bought Cricket.
Yeah.
So it's just AT&T at a
Cheaper.
cheaper price.
Wow.
Yeah. And people come in and they're like, why are these phones so expensive? They're literally the cheapest phones you can get anywhere.
Consumerism. It's just like, wow, it's the
Why are
same
these
thing.
phones so expensive? I want the iPhone X.
It's,
But our cheapest phones are like $39.99. And they're like, this is too much.
people
Like,
just,
you guys are Cricket, this is bad.
people just want to believe what they believe, so, like, AT&T and Cricket can be the exact same, but it's like AT&T's good and Cricket's bad, so that's
Literally.
it.
That's how people are when they
It's
come in.
the same thing of like blind taste tests of like Coke versus like generic cola. A lot of the time people will be like the generic cola tastes fine and better, but then it's like Coke. I like Coke.
Just the label, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I answered the phone, and he was like, "Oh, I really need someone to go in tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, is it important? Because it's my weekend off, so it's the only time I get off." And he was like, "Well, it's really important, so I have to move the person that was regularly working there to another store." And I was like, "Well, can you at least try to find someone else to do it, if like after this phone call or tomorrow morning, so I don't have to go in?" And so it's...
He was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, he literally was like, okay, yeah, no problem.
Hung up the phone and didn't do anything.
He literally
There's no
probably
way,
hung
yeah.
up the phone, and he probably
That's
was
what I would do if I was a boss. I'd be like, you already said yes. Joke's on him.
Probably. But it doesn't matter. At least, it's just more money. It wasn't too bad that day anyways. But yeah, and then yesterday when I got out of work, I came home and played video games until very late, or very early in the morning, I guess. And I got my first wins on Blackout, Call of Duty, and in Apex Legends, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, I saw his first win in Blackout.
Oh
he
yeah,
was
you
playing
were.
with some random guy that he's met on
Yeah, Mixer. I was just watching some random stream that had zero views, and I was like, "Hey, I'll play with y'all." And they were just like, "Sure, come on in. You'll be our fourth. Our fourth guy just left." And then we just get a win. It's like, okay, cool. They weren't on last night. I played with them, the one chick that was on there today. And her husband that was streaming that the guy was trying to get me to watch on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, the honks outside, probably heard that. But, oh well. Got our Lamentable podcast stickers yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
I love my honks. Podcast
Yeah.
stickers. Could I use it as a bumper sticker?
Yeah, you could. So basically,
It's pretty tiny,
what we're
though.
gonna... Yeah, it's small, but basically my idea was we're just gonna give one to every guest that's on the podcast, and then we'll also give them away.
I will put it on my desk. I have my desk at home where I just put stickers on it from places I've been. I suppose I could just be like, I've been to Josh's house.
Good sticker.
They are pretty nice stickers though. It just sucks. It was $250 or 250 stickers.
Damn.
For $40.
It was $250.
Are they in this room, or is it that package in the kitchen?
What do you mean?
They're not even here right
Oh
now.
no,
They're
yeah,
at my house.
Okay.
I left them at Kyle's.
There was a package in the kitchen that looked like about sticker size, so I figured maybe that was
No,
it.
that was my new bracelet that I got.
Oh,
That's Josh's sick
Biohazard.
Yeah,
bracelet.
I like it a lot. But yeah, those stickers are pretty cool. I'm hoping that I can like stick them on like signs or something, and people will see them like, I know what that is. But probably not.
Then
We
you
do
go to
have
the
9
skateboard
subscribers,
and come
though.
over.
We're moving up in the world.
Yeah, we're not the worst channel on YouTube anymore.
That's me.
But okay, we can get to Nick's story now because
boy.
we already recapped our weekend, so you're all that's left to recap on.
I'm not happy about how mine went. Hey guys, did you know that healthcare in America isn't free?
Oh, what? Mind equals blown?
Yeah. So that's probably something I'm going to be paying off for years. This weekend, I went out to eat. I had my favorite meal, Country Boy breakfast from Cracker Barrel. For everybody interested, that's a steak and egg breakfast. Comes with hash brown casserole, really nice sirloin steak. I don't give a fuck about the eggs. Who gives a fuck about the eggs, honestly? Some biscuits, some nice jelly.
Sounds like a very big breakfast.
And it is a big breakfast. You get grits with it if you want them as well, and even a little dessert with fried apples. But I didn't get to eat any of that because I started choking on my steak dinner probably about 4 bites in.
Damn, it was only 4 bites in?
Probably about.
That's horrible. So you just missed out on that whole meal?
Oh, I took it home and ate it the next day.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, I mean, that's fine.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
You just eat the thing that almost kills you.
Yep.
So you started choking?
Yeah, I went there with Steph. We probably... I'm always trying to make stupid jokes when I go out to eat. And I wanted to just say some shit, but my mouth was full. And I had a big piece of steak, and I was like, let me swallow this so I can talk. And I swallowed it, but it swallowed me. It didn't work out so well.
I just imagined Squidward choking on the fork.
Yep, that was actually it. But I could breathe, but I couldn't swallow. So, for a reference for the rest of the story, it was about 6 hours until it was removed. So, I could breathe, definitely, but it was, I couldn't swallow. So if I had to, do you know how much spit you make throughout the day?
Yeah.
You make a lot of spit.
A lot of spit.
I hope for whatever you upload, I have an image of my spit bag.
I'm
And I hope in the video version of the podcast, you just put the spit bag up as the image for the entire video.
And
In about, I was in the hospital for like 4 hours just spitting into one bag, and it was about a pound. Like literally a pound, like just raw saliva. Not great. And it was just bad because I was getting really dehydrated. I was trying to drink water or anything, and it would just come back up. There would be times where I would actually start to not breathe, and it's just like, if you just... I've never, like, choked on anything where I couldn't breathe, and, like, running out of air is, like, my most biggest fear of dying, because that's just slow and painful.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point it went on for, like, 30 seconds, and I thought I was actually done.
Yeah, that's choking is one of the worst. Like choking and drowning are always at the very top because it's just like nothing you can do. Okay.
There's just nothing.
so, how did you get to the hospital? Did you drive there?
I didn't want to go to the hospital. I said to Steph to just do the Heimlich maneuver on me because she's a preschool teacher, so she was like forced to learn all that stuff. And she wouldn't do it on me because she said she was going to break my ribs, and it's only supposed to be when you can't breathe and in like an emergency. But this happens to me sometimes where I like choke on something for a little bit and I never knew why, but it would only last for like 30 seconds and then it would go down. And we'll get into that later. But I didn't want to go to the hospital because I thought it was going to roll over and it was going to pass and it was going to be fine. Because I'm not choking to death. I can breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like someone's stuck in my throat, I'll be fine. But Steph's not having any of that. So she drives me to the hospital. And it's actually funny. I get there. We went to a different place that was supposed to be like an emergency center, but not the ER. Because they would have been able to just like get it out real quick and then be done with it. But they didn't have the stuff necessary for that. So we had to go to the ER. But they gave me like a little well to spin in at the other place and then just told me to get the fuck out. Like, not get the fuck out, but like, go, please, don't die. And I got to the ER and the guy was like, what's happening? I'm like, I'm choking. And he's like, okay. Sit down. So all the other ER patients are sitting there in the waiting room, and he takes me behind there. And he's like, sit down right here, and I move my well of spit. And then he's like, please just be careful. And then I spill it on the floor.
Oh.
And he's just like, no, no, no. And he's doing his best to help me, but he's kind of like irritated. But I mean, as an ER fucking doctor, I can't imagine you're not always irritated. Just
Yeah, probably.
You're like, look at this stupid idiot.
look at all these people fending for their lives, and I'm the only person separating them from a doctor.
Literally.
They're pissed. So I got a room, and I just sat there for like 4 hours waiting to go into surgery. I didn't know if I was going to need... So they gave me like a muscle relaxer because they wanted to see if my throat would unswell, and it would just swallow it, like drink some water and make it go down.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't work. And when they did that, for some reason my veins are like really like deep, and anytime I have to go to a hospital and get like an IV, they have to prick me like 5 times because it never worked. I even told them, and the nurse was like, I'm pretty good at this, and then didn't work, and it took her 5 times, and I was like, you're not that good, it's just me. So that, and then I went under, and they like put me back. So the entire time I'm in the hospital room, I'm just sitting like crisscross applesauce with my fucking, like just my back up and normal. How I am right now, but they can't fucking see me. And it allows me to just spit and get it in the bag. But when they put me down, I was laying on my back, and the spit is just collecting in the back of my throat. And I literally thought I was going to choke to death in the hospital bed waiting to go into surgery. And then they put me under, and then I woke up, and I was just loopy and on drugs. And apparently I was being really rude to the doctors.
It's like, fuck you guys.
And then Steph's just like, he's usually very nice. He's just under drugs.
That's what they all say, Nick.
He's usually really nice.
He's usually really nice. He's just under drugs. And then I was in the hospital for like another day, and they did like tests on my heart and shit. And because apparently my heart was like fucking up during the surgery, but I already knew I had heart palpitations. It's a different story.
Doctors are just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Literally, and they got called in too because it was at nighttime. They got called in to do the surgery.
This stupid asshole.
Was that Lockport?
No.
Okay,
I would have fucking died before I went to Lockport.
If you went to that hospital, they probably would have not gotten it out, and you would have died.
They said if I didn't go to the hospital, if I tried to like just do a Heimlich or something, they said I probably would have died.
Yeah, literally, the Lockport hospital does not give a fuck about anything.
Lockport's like, well, you're the 5th guy choking today, so just go sit in that chair over there.
Into the pile of bodies.
Yeah,
It's like, we'll see you in an hour. That's when the coroner's going to get here. So just be ready for that.
So, like I said, sometimes I have issues where I just start choking a little bit, but it only lasts for like 30 seconds. It turns out I have a condition that my esophagus is half the size of a normal person. So that affects that. And there's actually a thing called it's exactly what happened to me. There's this thing called steakhouse syndrome, where it's people chew on too big of a piece of steak, swallow it, and then go to the bathroom in an attempt to remove it and just stand there for like a half hour instead of going to the hospital. And that's exactly what I did, and that's very common, apparently.
Steakhouse syndrome, it's called.
I believe so.
That's pretty funny.
Well, I mean, I've been there where I've eaten a huge piece of steak and then I'm like chewing for like 5 minutes, and then I'm like, the one time Josh made food,
Oh
he
yeah.
made chicken, and I took a way too big bite of chicken because it was really like not tender. It was really like hard.
Yeah, it
So
was-
I chewed on it for like 5 minutes, and finally my body was like, "All right, enough of this," and I just threw up. And then I was able to swallow it easy. So there you go.
Yeah. That was.
And that's pretty much my death story. My neck hurt for like the next fucking like 3 days. I imagine they were just shoving my fucking head around in surgery.
Probably.
Yeah,
They-
they're like just.
For reference, they didn't cut my neck open, as Kyle and Josh can see. They had shoved a tube down my
Yeah,
throat.
that's what I figured they
Did
did.
you just like push it down or they pull it out?
The worst part about it is I didn't even get the energy from it. They took it out.
Oh damn.
I wanted my calories. I ate the steak the next day, though, as I said. So
That's fine.
That's pretty cool.
it tasted pretty good.
You're like, damn.
I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a minute, even though you guys go all the time.
I don't think I've been to Cracker Barrel.
Country Boy breakfast.
Is it a buffet?
No.
It's an actual
No,
restaurant?
that's Old Country Boy.
Yeah, you're
Oh
thinking
yeah,
of
I've never
Country
been there
Boy.
then.
No,
Cracker Barrel's pretty good.
Cracker Barrel is really cheap, and even though they almost killed me, I'll vouch for them.
So did you order the steak like super medium or something, like well done?
No, it was medium. I ordered medium rare.
Medium rare.
Yeah.
Sue the chef.
Just
I,
sue Cracker Barrel.
I saw pictures of it in my esophagus because they have camera on the tube, obviously, and I cooked it with my throat. It was well done by the time they got to
Really?
me insert. Well, it's because it's just a slow cooker, your body, because it's like, I don't know, 100 degrees.
It's like 98.
It's
degrees or whatever.
98.3 or 98.5. And I just cooked. It was 6 hours in there, so I just cooked. It was well done. I saw it.
High quality.
Yeah, that's impressive. Now you can say you've cooked a steak with your body.
Yeah.
I already have, but I'm just joking. I don't know how I would have done that.
Sick.
Relevant to that, there's you guys see Escape Room, that movie?
I have not,
I did
but I
not
did
see
want to
that
see
movie.
it.
It's literally just random ass movie that's trying to be Saw,
That's what I thought it was.
but not like as gory. It's just like put these people in situations they gotta solve.
I always see the
Man.
commercials for it on like YouTube. It'll be like a 30-second clip, and it's just got spooky music and shit. But it didn't really show that it had anything to do with like kind of like Saw. But if
It
it's
just-
if
it
it's a
looked
Saw,
like-
It's not like Saw.
It
it's
looked like it
it's
was
the
just
same.
they're like playing a game.
It's a horror. It's not a horror movie. It's a thriller where
Yeah.
they are playing a game, and their lives depend on it. So, Saw.
I actually kind of like a movie like that, so I might like that movie.
It was fine.
Have you ever seen? You have Netflix?
No, I don't have Netflix.
Netflix is for losers.
There's a movie on Netflix called like Truth or Dare, and then Would You Rather.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Truth or Dare one is like the really shitty quality, but the Would You Rather one is like actually a well-known movie.
I remember Would You Rather.
Would
when
You
it came
Rather?
out.
I like that movie a lot. It's this chick. She's the main character. This chick, and her son has like cancer, or no, he got drugs.
Yeah.
Addiction
Spoilers,
problem.
Josh. God, this movie only came out like 4 years ago.
More than that.
To all of the Lamentable podcast viewers, this is an official spoiler alert.
But just that she was like trying to get money for his. I don't know. I think he had an illness and he needed pills, or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she fucking goes and does this thing, and it's just you gotta fucking do these crazy shit, and you end up dying. And the person that survives all of it gets like a fuck ton of money, and she wins the money, and then she gets home, and he overdosed on drugs.
Oh yeah, you told me that. What a good ending.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. But it was a really good movie. It was really creative with how they made the fucking dares and shit. It's pretty cool.
That was a pretty good. Whatever. As I was saying about like cooking with your body and the relevancy to what just happened to the computer.
Computer
Is it
went to
gone.
I just went to sleep. It should be fine.
still record or?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, it's so
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
You're right.
Oh my god, we ruined the episode.
Oh no.
No, it's fine. We're gonna keep it.
They in escape room they have to get a key out of a block of like a big block of ice, like a, I don't know, like a foot long, foot by foot cube of ice, and they're like, how do we do it? And then they just have like a little like, I don't know, cigarette lighter, and they lose it, so they couldn't even build like the fire or whatever they wanted to, so they just had to keep their bodies like next to it and hold it for like half a day.
Damn.
And they
They
literally,
should've-
it was just fucked.
They should have licked it. That would have worked a little better. Yeah.
Is your tongue that much
Could they-
warmer than your hands?
I don't know.
Is that movie still in theaters?
No.
Could they not move it? The
No,
block of ice?
no, it was mobile. It's just, actually, I didn't think about it. They should have tried smashing it.
Yeah, why wouldn't they just take the block of ice and just smash it on the ground? That's what
Well,
I would have done.
there was a metal frame around it,
Oh.
so it's like, you know, the edges of the cube. Like, imagine the edges of the cube, and now like the flat surface is covered in metal.
Yeah.
So they should have. I'm retarded. I didn't even think about that up until now. They should have taken like a stick and just tried to shove it in the middle a bunch.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of better ways to do it than just stand around it and wait for it to melt. But
But
Well, that's what they did.
yeah, I'll have to see that movie. It'll probably, if it's not like, if it didn't make a lot of money, it'll probably be on like Netflix or Hulu. In, like,
I won't
a
say
couple
much
months.
about it just because
Yeah, I want to see it.
it's fine. Don't have
It's
anything
fine.
against it.
it's a solid 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch it again.
I want to see it now.
I was fine with it.
I wanted to see it when it came out, but we just never got around to it.
I haven't gone to see a movie in a long time.
I still try to go every week.
I want to go see a movie sometime
What
soon.
did I see? I saw Alita Battle Angel. It's anime eyes, girl.
Anime eyes.
It was
How was
fine.
that?
Again, another fine. Wouldn't see again.
I will never watch that movie
I don't
Why?
know.
because of the eyes. It's
Yeah,
just,
Anime
it's
eyes.
just
They're
dumb.
kind of cringy.
It's just.
I don't
stupid.
think the anime eyes are cringy. I just think it's whatever.
I think that was really
It's not.
dumb.
The thing is that it's not on every character. It's
It's
just
only on her.
yeah. But the thing is she's like a specific like engineered cyborg, so that's why if it was the entire every population, like everybody in the movie has that, then I think it's like stupid.
Super kawaii eyes.
Yeah,
Wow, dude.
but I don't know. I understand it on her. She's fine.
I'll just search up the Rule 34 for it.
Yeah, I will too. So I don't even know what movies are out right now.
I haven't seen anything about. I want to see This Is Us, or is that?
I think it's called Us.
Yeah, just Us.
Yeah.
I think This Is Us is a TV show.
This is us
Yeah.
as a TV show.
Yeah, but
Talking Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
yeah, the Jordan Peele movie.
I didn't watch.
It comes
the
out
trailer
this.
for
I think it
it.
comes out on like the 13th.
Because you know what comes out this Friday?
Hmm.
Because you know what comes out?
What?
Everybody's favorite superhero, Captain Marvel, comes out this Friday.
I'm not gonna see that movie either. Probably.
I probably am not either.
I gotta see it because I want to keep up in the universe.
I'm not even that invested in the universe, and I just don't really care that much.
New this week, a Medea family funeral.
Oh wow!
Now that's what we have to go see.
Another one of those.
We make a Medea movie like literally once a year, if not twice a year.
A Dog's Way Home. I
Well,
don't know what that
Tyler
is.
Perry definitely makes multiple movies a year.
Yeah.
I think he makes one Medea movie a year and one like serious movie a year.
Aquaman's still in theaters.
Aquaman is still in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Bohemian Rhapsody's still in theaters. Bohemian Rhapsody came out a long time ago. I saw Cold Pursuit, which is Liam Neeson's last action movie. It's literally, every year I make a best and worst list for movies. This is already on my worst list. This is gonna be in my bottom 5. I guarantee it. I started off the year really bad. I feel like the main villain was really trying to channel his inner Ben Shapiro or whatever, Shapiro, whatever his
The
name is.
the fucking meme guy.
Yeah.
I know him from memes.
He
Even though
just-
he's actually on like Fox News or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
He actually, he just that character, that guy that I'm talking about, he just kept making like really racist comments that were like not even in the moment. It was just forced, and he was like, "Is the movie trying to be bad?"
Have you seen the movie where Liam Neeson's the bad guy? Do you remember that movie?
What movie is that?
I can't think of it.
It kind of sounds familiar.
It came out after the Taken movies, I'm pretty sure. I think it's like relatively recent. But I know Liam Neeson plays a villain in one of his movies. But I like the Taken movies. I don't know why they came out with 3 of them, but I like them.
I've only seen the first one.
I think I have the second
So
and
the
third
first
one.
I don't know.
This first one was when he took his daughter.
Yeah, okay. Does his daughter get taken in the second one, too?
They also...
No?
Oh, wait,
The
actually, I
daughter
think I
and
did,
the wife get
I
taken in
think
the
I
second
did
one.
see the second
Damn.
one.
So
I'm
his
pretty
daughter's
sure-
just a dumb bitch.
I think one of them dies. I think the wife dies.
I don't think it's so much his daughter's a dumb bitch. I think it's just...
They're really targeting him.
He's well known, and they don't want to take him on, so they're just like, we will take your women.
And then
Then he's like, I will kill all of you anyway.
And then he ends up getting them. Definitely, he's like, I'm gonna get you. I don't know what.
It's like, the name of the movie is Taken. You're gonna lose. That's what he says over the phone.
It's taken, but William Neeson has no cell service, so it's over.
Basically.
He has cricket.
Fuck you.
Damn. What a roast.
Roasted.
Fuck you. Cricket's good.
Do you get free? Phone coverage?
Not free. I get half off.
That's still pretty good.
That's
My
fucking.
bill is $30 a month.
That's pretty good, but I'm still gonna go if that's stupid. I think you should get it.
No, it's way better than Boost, Metro, T-Mobile, Sprint.
I don't really
In
care.
this area.
I trust you. I'm
Yes,
just making a
and
joke.
in our local area. Now, if you live out in the middle of bumfuck,
It doesn't.
sorry.
It's not good in Newfane. Yeah, it's not good in like Newfane and I don't know. Other people complain about other fucking shit.
I have Verizon. I never have issues with Verizon because it's number one.
I'm not talking any shit. I have Sprint. You know what Sprint does?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
I don't have signal in my house.
That's the thing.
They're like, we are within 1% of Verizon. It's like, that's not even true, though. You're within 1%, like, quality, but I've never had an issue with Verizon, so 1% must be a big margin.
Do you have unlimited data?
Yeah.
I do. It's the only
I mean, I
reason
basically have. I have, like, a certain amount of gigs, but it's between me and my dad doesn't use it, so I use...
T-Mobile's plan looks pretty good. So if I ever needed to get off my mom's plan and, like, get a family plan for a few people, I wanted to go to T-Mobile.
Yeah. I'll probably go to Cricket, honestly.
T-Mobile's not good.
Neither Sprint. Probably be about the
Sprint's
same.
good in other places, but only in like busy cities.
Yeah, you gotta be in a big
Sprint's
city.
not good in like random places like this.
Sprint's not even good in Buffalo.
That's why, at least... Well, we get 4G here.
Well, I get LTE speeds.
Yeah.
I get LTE sometimes. Like I'm on. It says I'm on LTE, but they're definitely fraudulent.
It's weird because Nick lives in a bigger area than we do too.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that he doesn't get better coverage.
It's just Sprint.
Yeah, it's just Sprint.
But I had Boost Mobile before I started working for Cricket. And then I was working for Cricket and I wasn't going to switch. Because I was like, whatever, I use my phone for calling only and I'm barely fucking on it. But then I started working for Cricket and I was like, this actually is way better than my phone service right now, so I'm definitely just going to switch. And then I didn't even know I could get discounts until like 2 weeks after I started my phone plan with them. We had the lady from actual Cricket Corporation comes in every week.
And she's like, "Why are you charging your employees the full amount?"
Probably.
No, she was like, oh yeah, we can. Are you already on the discount plan? And I'm like, what? No, I'm not. But yes, I'll take that. So yeah, now I have Cricket. I pay $30 a month for unlimited.
Never
everything.
worked at a place where I've gotten very good benefits. Yeah.
Me neither.
It's like, oh boy, I get 50% off at this restaurant that I work at.
If you would have stuck at like machine shops and stuff, they would have gotten like health insurance discounts
Yeah.
and stuff.
The actual shit that's good
Yeah,
for
real
you, but
bennies.
we're just like, what? I like to spend stupid money on dumb shit.
401k fucking shit. They like double it every year or something.
The Walmart benefit's actually pretty good if you stay long enough.
How long's Donnie been there?
You get, he's got it. You get 10% off. I don't know if it's all food items or all items, but you get 10% off.
It's pretty good.
And 10% off just at a grocery store is insane.
Yeah, that's really good.
Especially if you have a family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the more you get, the more the 10% off kicks in.
Donnie's got a big, strong, growing family, so he needs that huge discount.
Wait, what?
I'm
Donnie
being an asshole.
Donnie got a girl pregnant, don't you know?
Oh, you're just talking because he's a lot of groceries. Yes, fan. I was confused. I was like, wait, is Donnie having a kid? Like, what the fuck?
He killed a kid.
Donnie would definitely not have a kid. I can tell you that. He would not be the first to have a kid, anyways.
Oh my god.
In our friend group, I don't know who would have the first kid.
Patrick.
We both said people that it would not be. It's gonna be Zach.
Yeah, I was thinking Zach as well.
Yeah.
Zach seems the most settled down with his life.
Zach's a man.
Oh my god.
Zach's a big boy.
He probably already has a kid. Zach's probably
Actually,
actually
he
35.
has some fuck toy. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck Zach's life is.
I know what's going on with that, but
We get another Rolling Rock.
This is a podcast,
The
not
last Rolling
not
Rock.
a private,
confessional.
not a private conversation.
Well, we'll get Zach on here and we'll be like, so, how's your life going?
The fuck is this?
That, sir, is a lid to a beer bottle.
Is
Yeah,
that-
we're
is
sipping
that-
on some silly sodas, some Rolling Rocks.
Yeah, we got some Rolling Rock, but they're new and improved designed bottles that are actually really cool.
Sponsor us, please.
And anybody, please.
Dude, if Rolling Rock
sponsor us.
sponsored us, that'd be
be
so
sick.
sick. We just get crates
Is
of
there-
Rolling Rock.
Is there another beer? Or is
No,
this,
Josh got the last one.
You want some whiskey?
I don't want straight whiskey, so fucking get.
I have cherry cola.
Yeah, let me grab a.
You have to grab a cup out of the kitchen.
Let me grab a silly cup.
A silly cup, all right. More like a silly cut.
Actually, yeah, so we got our glasses now for our drinks
Yes.
after a grand adventure.
The mic took a nice hearty fall.
Yeah, but you
Should
guys
be
won't
all
hear
right.
that.
Want some hearty soup?
Dude, I'm feeling a little bit of buzz from this silly soda.
Ooh, that's real silly. Now me and Nick are having ourselves some.
Is that Red Stag?
Yes, it's Red Stag
I've never had Red
Black
Stag.
Cherry.
But I hate regular Jim Beam. I know that.
Red Stag is thicker Jim Beam.
Hearty.
Thicker?
Hearty Jim Beam.
How many C's are in that thick, Josh?
4 C's at least, dude.
That's a lot of C's, dude. That is some thick shit.
I prefer my thick with a Q.
There's 3 C's and a Q at the end.
Damn. How
And-
thick can you be?
That's pretty
It's
thick.
like a bowl of oatmeal right there.
Ooh.
My girlfriend's dad doesn't
It's thick.
buy dog bones. He makes dog bones, and he
what?
uses oats.
He uses oats?
He
He like bakes his own dog treats?
Yes, I watched him make the dog treats today. He makes 90 at a time, and I think it'll last him the week. So over the week,
my
his
God.
2 dogs. What just happened?
Nothing.
Oh. Over the week, his 2 dogs get like 90 bones, so that's like 45 bones apiece.
That's horrifying. He just gives them a treat every 10 minutes or something?
It's a lot of bones. I don't know if it's a week, but it seems like it. So I watched him make them today, and he made it out of oats, cornmeal, flour, and the 2 flavorings that he used was watered down peanut butter. So we like liquefied the peanut butter by just using like a half jar of peanut butter and just putting water in it and just mixing it the fuck up. And chicken broth.
Huh.
So 2 flavors that don't go together, but just you see a dog and
Dogs
it's just,
will- yeah.
dogs are just like chicken broth and peanut butter.
They're like delicious.
Awesome! In my oats?
Yeah, they probably are spoiled as hell. They probably love those shits.
Oh, I mean, looks like he did a good job on them.
Yeah, those dogs probably love the hell out of that more than regular
And-
bones.
He said that he gets about, for the same price, he makes 90 of those for like the price of like 10 regular dog bones.
What the hell?
Damn.
Yeah, then he might as well. I mean, plus they're probably better for his dogs, too.
They're definitely better.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He's like, you have no idea what they're putting in though.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
full of
There's
like
crazy shit. in
pig
dog food.
anus.
Just scrap meat that comes from, like, factories.
Literally, they scrape it up off the floor and they're like, here, it goes in the pedigree.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, yeah. They're like, tastes just like chicken and beans. It's like, yeah, I'm sure it does. And if I gave that dog a plate of that and a plate of chicken and beans,
I mean, have you ever eaten dog or cat food?
no, but I'm gonna assume it does not.
It doesn't
actually
taste very
like-
good.
You've tried it?
Yes, I've tried cat food. It
What
does
was
not
this?
taste very good.
Will you have a story behind this?
No, it's just
You're
bad.
just like, let me try it.
I was just like, let me try it, and I was like, it's really bitter, and now it's stuck to my teeth, and I can taste it for like an hour after the fact.
That's horrifying.
But
Our boys at GMM eat a lot of fucking dog and cat food.
do they?
I can't. Yeah, just. Oh my god.
Yeah, cat food taste test right now.
Oh my god, that'd be horrifying.
Some cat food sitting right here.
Yeah, there is.
Where's the cat in this house?
The cat is Vinny's and Kim's, but the cat was trying to dig a hole in the side of the bag, and Vinny and Kim weren't home this weekend. They went to a concert, and so I was like, I should feed the cat, and then the bag is brand new, so I had to open it, and there was just stuff falling out the side, and I was like, what the hell? And the cat just dug a hole in the side of the bag.
Cats do that. They them smart MFers.
But I had to work, so I just put it in here so she wouldn't get into it anymore. Have her puking cat food everywhere.
I went to that cat cafe, and honestly, it was kind of boring.
But I mean, it's just
Did
like
any cats come up to you?
a higher risk
I
of
played.
cat fur in my food.
Oh, that's the thing about the cat cafe was there wasn't actually like any coffee or anything or like any fresh baked goods. It was or like any like food. It was kind of just like pre-wrapped cookies that they made beforehand.
And they're like, come in here and play with a cat.
That
There
does
was-
seem kind of boring.
There was like 10 different. We actually saw 2 cats get adopted while we were there.
That's pretty cool.
There was 10 cats.
You can adopt
about
the cats there?
That's the whole point of this place.
Oh.
Is that you come in and enjoy playing with them, and they make some money off that. But they
I saw the
also
cookies and stuff.
they also get like the cats off of like the adoption centers,
Interesting.
and then you adopt them from there.
Well, that's a lot better than just of having some cats just chilling in a restaurant.
It's
you can't
actually
eat food at.
it's a really good idea. I just was kind of bored because most of the cats are like so bored of playing with people because that's all they do all day.
Yeah.
So they just want to chill and like relax. And I'm just as somebody that has had cats his whole life, instead of like just being like, oh wow, the cat, ooh. I see the cats are tired and don't want to fuck with me, so I'm just like, okay.
Like, enjoy your life, cat. It's better
like-
than mine.
I'll talk to you when I want some fucking food.
There was a white cat that was very skirmish and was kind of fun, but he didn't like want to be with anybody. But it was fun like trying to get it to be like, come here. And there was a kitten that was like, I don't know, a couple months old and was just fixed. I saw like its scar or whatever. So that was fun, but the adult cats were kind of boring.
I miss my cats.
Because most cats sleep like 24 hours, or not 20, but
24 hours a day.
literally like 20 hours a day they sleep.
They're
so it's
dormant.
Yeah, I had 2 cats, and then they were left at someone's house. So
like somebody's house they were left at,
yeah,
and Josh was never allowed to get them again.
yeah, I can't get my cats. I mean, I could, but they definitely would not. They would put up a fucking fight and a half.
Yeah.
Plus,
Probably.
I mean, they'll be better taken care of there anyways, because there's like other cats there too, and then whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But I miss them. They were so fucking awesome when they were tiny, and I had my old apartment. They were just running around, and they'd scratch the fuck out of my couch. I'd come home, and they'd be fighting just everywhere. They were pretty cool. Tiny little fuckers.
Yes, they were kittens at the time.
Yeah.
And they were named after alcohol because Josh is an alcoholic.
One of them was named after alcohol. One is named after an African flower.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of African flower?
What
It's
kind
called
of alcohol?
Absinthe,
Okay.
and then
Beep.
Zahara.
Why is that guy doing that?
Why?
Why is he so pissed?
Man, that guy really wanted to blare the horn.
But yeah, absinthe, but it's spelled with a Y, so it's like synth, like music synth
Synth wave.
And then the other one is Zahara, which is apparently an African flower.
I see.
I think they're pretty sick names.
Yeah, I mean, for a cat, they're pretty sick.
I'm gonna name my daughter that.
Zahara?
No abstinence.
I'm sure both are names.
'Cause it's the reason she's alive.
You just
Yeah.
know you're gonna be fucking drunk, dead, wasted.
Probably.
Have it go-
I hope I have a
Be like,
condom.
oh shit, I forgot to pull out.
Oh
When-
shit!
When
And
the,
then
birth,
that'll sober you up. You're like, oh fuck, shit, no, really, I forgot to pull out.
when the birth control and the condom doesn't work, And plan B does not work either.
And the abortion fails as well.
Oh my god. Just fucking...
The abortion just fails and is actually just a early birth.
They're like, oh shit, we missed with the coat hanger. Shit.
Oh no, I threw her down the short stairs.
On this week's episode of Very Offensive.
Oh, that's another story. That has to do with my girlfriend's dad.
You threw her down the stairs?
No, but she looks like it because she's got bruises all over her neck.
Damn.
And then her dad, she went to the DMV with her dad, and she had a sweater on, she had my hoodie on, and it was tied up so you couldn't see her neck. And then her dad pulled it down and saw her neck. And then he saw me and was talking to me about it. But he was fine with it.
He was like, why are you choking out my daughter?
Yep.
I sell crack to children.
Josh sells crack to children.
I was talking with her at dinner about it before, and then Zach was there, and he's like, you're lucky he likes you. What if he had a shotgun? And she's just like, he does have a shotgun. And I'm like,
What
oh.
dad doesn't have a shotgun? All dads have shotguns. They get them as soon as the baby's born.
I don't think my dad has a shotgun.
Your dad
Doesn't
has
have
some
any
sort
guns?
of gun, does he?
Probably not.
Oh.
My mom is very...
Your dad seems
No.
pretty peaceful.
My mom is very against that shit. Honestly, if he wasn't with my mom, he would probably have like a gun or two.
Your dad looks like a guy that would have like a shotgun or something. He doesn't go hunting?
I don't
know.
He doesn't
He's got a
seem-
lot of fishing stuff, though.
Yeah.
Kyle's dad doesn't come off as shotgun-y to me.
He just looks like a guy that would own a shotgun. I don't know.
He comes off as like a pistol to defend his household, maybe.
Yeah. Your dad's pretty sick though. He like never talks or anything, but like sometimes I'm like, "Hey, Josh," and I'm like, "Hey, Kyle's dad, how you
Yeah.
doing?"
People are like, why are you so quiet? And I'm like, well, if you knew my dad, I'm a little louder than him, because my dad doesn't say shit. And then if he does, it's usually about, like, football.
Yeah, whenever I hear your dad, it's like weird because it's like he just never says much.
Isn't your dad like into watching college basketball or something?
I mean, my dad just likes all sports, basically.
He's always watching sports on that TV.
Yeah,
Must
he's
be
always
March
watching
Madness.
Yeah.
Does he watch that?
I'm sure, yeah, he will. And I'm sure he puts money into it and stuff. That's what my dad does. He, like, bets on sports and
just
stuff.
bets on sports. Hey, whatever.
So I guess that's kind of where I get
Does
it
he
from.
always like win money and shit?
I don't know. He's always on, like, these betting websites and stuff, though.
He's just a secret millionaire.
I wish.
He's just like, all right, 10 million on this March Madness game. Like, Kyle moved to Beverly Hills. I don't know why.
I don't know where I got all this money from. But I am a Golden State Warriors fan now. That's not true. I don't watch the NBA.
Nah.
I don't watch the NBA, but I always got sports radio on. So I always hear people talking about the Warriors' problems and just how they're like falling apart or something. And then on the radio today, they're like, well, look at, they talked about their problems for like 5 minutes, and then it's like, this is why they're barely the 1 seed. And I'm like, what's the fuck? I haven't been paying attention, but the entire season they've been talking about how many problems they have, and it's like, there's the 1 seed, and they're still talking this much shit about them.
Yeah, I don't
that's-
follow anything about basketball at all, whether it be NBA or college. It's just something that
I
interests
don't
me.
mind college basketball, but the NBA seems like it's full of divas. So
It
I have
seems
no
kind of
interest in it.
fake. It's like, oh, let's try to get all the people on the same team. And
Well, when you have 5 superstars on one team, it doesn't even matter.
it's just,
It sounds, yeah, it's like, well, we all want to win, so let's move to Golden State.
It's not a team game; it's a player game.
Yeah, literally. Whoever's got the most good players is going to be the good
Yeah,
team.
literally. And even then, you get players like LeBron who can carry an entire team by
And they get to
himself.
move every year?
It is. What'd you say?
They get to move like every year because it always
I mean,
seems
it
like they're
just
always
comes down
getting
to their
moved.
contract.
It's just contracts like any other sport.
Doesn't seem like they get like super long contracts though. It seems like they're all just moving to every team every couple of years.
Because
It's
I don't know,
actually
players in the NBA are more vocal about how much they want to be on a team or not.
So they can
I
just
can't
say they want to be somewhere and they'll let them go.
Basically,
I can't blame them because players in the NBA know that the skill gap is so much larger than any other sport, really.
And you like hear nothing about
Small
like
players.
anything about NBA. It's only about the really famous ones. You hear nothing about anybody else on the team.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, actually NBA's like system was really embarrassing just because of last year how the Cavs still made the finals, even though their team was dog shit besides possibly one of the GOATs. So LeBron James just willed his entire team to the finals to die by the Warriors, and fucking the next year he leaves and they're the worst team in the league.
Of course.
They literally had nobody else.
No surprise.
Yeah.
They had nobody else, and it just shows how much of a non-team game it is.
Yeah. One player can carry your entire team easily.
Basically, the cities just hope they get the pro on their team and then just get a bunch of money off them. And then, like, all right, he wants to go to fucking Toronto this year. Whatever, send him off. We already made $10 billion off
That was
him.
literally the reason. The only reason he even went to Cleveland was because that's where he's from.
Yeah.
That's where he got drafted. He was like, well, I want to try.
The Cavs have consistently always had like a number 1 overall pick. That's how they drafted Kyrie as well. He was number 1 overall.
And then they're
And
like,
then they're talking about drafting LeBron's kid, number 1, if he comes like soon enough.
it's another thing that I don't like about sports. This is a thing that it's pretty kind of prevalent in NASCAR. Is somebody has a kid and their kid is automatically considered the best.
That's just not fair.
It's not fair, and usually it's not true, but teams don't care about that stuff.
They just care about the name on the side
I mean,
of the car.
it's literally it's different in NASCAR where like Chase Elliott, it's like, I mean, he was an okay driver as a young guy, but I don't really know if he deserves that car. But he signed, literally his dad signed a contract for him to be the driver of that car like 10 years before he was
What
even
the
old
fuck?
enough.
How are they even allowed to do that? They just don't care? They just want the name?
Oh, he just got money.
Just money, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Chase Elliott just knew since he was a little kid that he was going to replace Jeff Gordon.
That's crazy.
And he just did it. I mean, he's not awful. He's got a couple wins. But
Yeah.
I don't think he's Jeff Gordon level.
Yeah, that's crazy.
probably a
Didn't,
better
didn't,
racer
didn't he move out of
somewhere.
the 24 car now?
Yeah, they switched numbers. And now there's another guy that drives 24. But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing in the basketball. I can't think of the player, but the one guy, I can't think of his name, but he plays in LA. Lonzo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. His dad.
He's got 2 more kids coming too.
It was the same thing. His dad was popular, so he went to a big-name college, and they said, oh, wow, well, you're good because you're at a big-name college, and then he got drafted by the Lakers, and they're like, well, you're good because you're on the Lakers, but it's like, really? How much of that did he really do himself?
Yeah.
The Lakers offered pretty much their entire roster for one player. It was Anthony Davidson or whatever.
Crazy stuff. This is basically just us. Wow, we're not good at sports or anything, so here we are. Let's talk shit.
We're okay at football. At playing just
Yes, Josh.
casual football.
As you said, you could make the Bills practice squad.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's all go to the Bills practice
It's like
squad.
the one time, I think I said this before, but yeah, the one guy at the bar the other week, he was like, oh man, it's not hard to make it. You just have to exercise. And I'm like, that's not true at all, but okay.
Why don't you do it and go get the millions of dollars?
Yeah, why don't you just go on the Bills then? Go ahead.
Well, at least to make it to that level, they're semi-professional level.
Can you get
The
drafted
AAF?
outside if you didn't go to college? Can you still get drafted?
Yeah.
You just gotta be like, you just gotta get yourself into
You
the
have to be
fucking.
3 years removed from high
Yeah,
school.
you just have to be 3 years out of high school.
Huh.
At least as far as the NFL is
Basketball
concerned.
is 1, and hockey and baseball are from high school.
Yeah, you can get drafted. You can play right away.
Huh. Maybe we should have gotten into baseball.
Baseball's where the real money is.
It's so
There's
crazy.
a lot of money
they
in
get
baseball.
they get paid
But
so
there's
much
so
money.
many people playing baseball that it's hard to fucking get
Yeah.
to that level.
My sister's boyfriend's getting drafted in the MLB this year, probably, but he's not gonna make it to the majors, probably.
Yeah, because there's like 30 round. They can draft as
There's
many
a-
people as they want.
There's like 4 different leagues, and there's a lot of, I don't know, what is it, like 20 rounds?
So
Yeah.
he's
So
gonna
many-
get drafted to a farm team.
I don't think there's even like a limit to how many. So
Well, it's
like,
not even.
yeah, you could get drafted by the Yankees, but you'd be playing in the Yankees like single A affiliate, which is like the Mechanicsville
Yeah.
losers.
But on the bright
And
side,
unless you're like tearing it up down there, you're never gonna move up.
on the bright side, you're still probably making a valid salary just playing baseball,
Yeah.
but you're also playing 162 games a year.
Yeah, that's a lot
Yeah,
moving
that's
around.
You're just killing your body. It's probably very like similar to working construction your whole life.
Do baseball do baseball players get games off like hockey players do?
Yeah.
Because hockey players, like, certain players, like, take off a couple
Yeah, they
games or
do
something.
it. It's more, yeah, like in baseball, like your star player gets like a day or two off a week. They're only gonna play like 5 games a week. They don't want to play them every night because then they're just gonna get
it's
why
just
they-
fucked up.
That's why they rotate pictures. How many pitchers play in a game usually?
I mean, there's 5 starters, most teams, so they rotate through 5 starters, and then there's any number of
Relief.
pitchers, any number of relief pitchers that they can come in and at any point in the game that they want.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of people that get to play, and we are none of them.
And they get, like, hundreds of millions of dollars per year.
No salary cap.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's why I hate baseball.
It's ridiculous.
It doesn't even make a difference.
I'll
though,
never-
that's the thing.
I'll never support a league that doesn't. That's just like the Yankees will be good because they have money.
Literally.
Well, yeah, if they fucking tell the really good player they want that they're going to give him $100 million, they're like, of course I'm coming.
Alabama will be good because they're Alabama, and people want to go there.
Literally.
Just like, yes.
The Patriots will be good because they're the Patriots, and people want to go there.
Ugh, kill me.
It's so
So what do
stupid.
even?
I wonder how that...
Golden Tate even said it recently. He's like, "Yeah, I want to go to the Patriots. I want to reign before I'm out of the league."
Mhm.
I was like, all right, well, yeah.
Everybody does, of course.
Yeah, so I wonder if... The team probably won't be, but I wonder if they'll be affected by the Robert Kraft thing. Like, who's going to be... Is his wife going to take control? Or he doesn't
Bill-
have a wife, does he?
The Bills subreddit's being so cringy about the whole thing.
Well, no, I wonder what's going to happen with that.
I assume he's going to have to either sell it or...
It's probably going to go to like a son or something.
Yeah.
Son will just step up.
And then 10 years from now, his son will be caught in the same thing.
He was in a threesome in his first visit, they said.
Is
he loves him
is-
some sex slaves.
I never read the full report. Is it his sex slaves or was he just using
He was
them?
at the place that was forcing sex slaves to work. It was a massage place in Florida.
Yeah, but does he? I don't know. Does he know? Like,
No, I don't think... He wasn't part of the
did
whole...
I
Did
mean, he wasn't specific.
The only reason they found out about him being there is because they found out about the whole sex trafficking thing in that building being part of it. And then Robert Kraft happened to be there getting
because
the
if it's him just getting a fucking hooker or whatever, I don't think it's a big deal. But if he's like actually the one doing the sex trafficking,
Well, I mean, he was just a regular
He was
visitor.
charged with 3 counts of...
He was a regular visitor, I guess, is what...
Yeah. But, I don't know, he'll probably... Maybe
From
he'll
a-
pay somebody off,
from
probably.
a personal perspective, I don't think prostitution should be
By
illegal.
paying somebody off, you mean getting the best lawyer so he won't even go to jail and he'll just pay a fine because he's worth $8 billion.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, Judge, Mr.
Probably
Judge
worth
Man,
much more than that.
want $100 million? And then just say that this is fine?
Rich people don't go to jail.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be celebrating another Super Bowl. He doesn't
Yeah.
give a fuck. And a funny thing about Robert Kraft, though, is whenever the Patriots win the Super Bowl and they always do the interview with the owner, he's always super drunk. You
Yeah.
can tell he's always drunk. He did it this year, too.
That's pretty cool though.
It's pretty funny. I would probably be really drunk if I owned a football team as well and was in the Super Bowl.
He's got to worry about nothing. He has to worry about nothing at all, ever. He's just like, oh, I get to go to a football game for free. Oh,
was,
because I own the team, lol.
He was originally just a season ticket holder that was very rich, and then he was like, the team was threatening to move, kind of like how Terry Pegula
Yeah.
bought the Bills just because he wanted them to stay. He did the same thing for the Pats, and it just worked out.
Well, because before he bought them, the Patriots were bad.
The Ralph Wilson, there's actually a Ralph Wilson gallery at the Upright Knox right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's dedicated to him.
That's pretty sick.
It's got pieces. He was actually an art collector, so it's got pieces of art he collected, and it's got a whole exhibit dedicated to him and like the Bills.
That's pretty badass. Yeah, Robert wrote
That's gonna be there until the start of April, I believe.
Interesting. I'm never going to go to it, but interesting.
Yeah.
Weird.
I know.
It's got the football from the greatest comeback of all time.
Oh, really?
Like the football that's
Sick.
awarded from Frank Reich game. The against
Tennessee
not
or
not
Houston at the time.
Houston Oilers at the
Yeah.
time.
The Oilers. It'd be pretty sick if the Oilers still existed.
We have 2 separate.
They do. They're called the Tennessee
Well, I
Titans,
know, but I'm just
Josh.
saying if they were still called the Oilers.
Tennessee Titans new uniforms, or That's what they are.
I agree.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Jaguars. Excuse me, Jaguars. Because apparently people from Jacksonville get triggered when you say Jaguars.
You're going to London anyway, you bitch.
According to a former coworker, he was like, my girlfriend was, or one of my ex-girlfriends was from Jacksonville, and they always got mad about that, and I was like, that's just unfortunate.
Literally, everybody in the world calls them that.
Jaguar.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jaguars.
More like the Jacksonville losers. Ha!
So
Even though they beat the Bills all.
Jaguar one hit one. We
They
beat
beat
them
them
this
once.
year. We beat them
We
this
beat
year.
them.
They beat them in the playoffs, though.
They also beat us in London. But that was a bullshit game. That game was... I only started watching I've watched 4 seasons of football. And I've had we played the Jaguars 3 times in that span. And each one of them are memorable games. The first one was in London. And
I remember that game, the 1 o'clock game.
Tyrod was injured. It was his first season, so EJ had to come in.
Oh,
and EJ
yeah.
threw 3 interceptions, and then EJ led a 21-point comeback and almost won the game. And then there was a ghost pass interference call. And the refs gave it to the Jags, and even London was pissed, even though the Jags are their team.
Because London doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
they just want to see a football game, and they're like, "What is this?"
And then. Playoff game happened, and that was literally this year's Super Bowl, except for 1 field goal difference because it was 10-3, and the Jags are the ones to score the only touchdown. It was
that was an awful playoff game.
I thought it was fine. It kept me on the edge of my seat.
I really wanted.
At least
them
it
to
was
win.
close.
It would have been so awesome to see that shit.
It was I believe their only touchdown was from Bortles to their tight end, but Bortles ran for 100 yards.
Oh yeah,
and then
Blake the Snake.
And then next year, Josh Allen proceeded to run 100 yards on the Jags, which we were at. All 3 of us were at.
And Jalen Ramsey continued to talk shit.
Jalen Ramsey's so fucking stupid.
Even though Jalen Ramsey is just dumb.
And
he literally outran Jalen Ramsey twice in that game, and Jalen Ramsey still a couple weeks ago. Josh Allen signed somebody's helmet and said, or it was a picture, and said, "Oh, am I still trash?" And then signed it.
Yes.
And Jalen Ramsey was like, "Yeah." You literally just got creamed by him the last game. Chill the fuck out.
Jalen, you play for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sit down.
Jalen Ramsey got burned by Kelvin Benjamin.
Literally, come on. Our player that we got rid of because he was fucking not doing shit.
The player that wasn't trying at all.
Literally, and he got burnt out by him.
It's embarrassing to watch Kelvin Benjamin footage from this year.
He did 2 really good plays that helped us in those games, but then he did nothing else all year.
You just look at his routes and he just stops after 2 steps.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Zay Jones steps in as the number 1 and gets 7 touchdowns.
Zay Jones was really good this year.
And then people just call Zay Jones
Who the fuck
trash.
else is he going to throw to?
Robert Foster.
Yeah, that's true. Robert Foster.
What is that?
It's some weird noise.
I assume it's snow shoveling, but I don't think it's been snowing.
No, it's been snowing.
Robert Foster is actually a pretty good developmental player.
Robert Foster is actually
I'm really happy
the
about
best player they added this
I
year.
like Robert Foster and McKenzie.
Levi Wallace is also good. Our best 2 rookies were undrafted.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Well, it's like they said. You can...
And from Alabama.
There's a lot of depth in every other position, but the quarterback, you got to make sure you have a good quarterback. And
I think Josh Allen's going to be really good.
Most people really did not like Josh Allen. I didn't like the Josh Allen pick, but now that I've seen him play, I enjoy Josh Allen, and I think he's got a lot of potential.
He's going to do really good.
I think he's top 3 of the 5. I don't know if he's better than Omar or Baker, but he's definitely with them. He's better than Darnold and Rosen so far.
I still think he would be... He had a fuck ton of drops this year. A lot of crazy plays, and they were
He
dropped.
had the most drops in the league this year.
He had Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah.
And all of his plays that were dropped, a lot of them were really long passes. That would have been awesome.
I also don't
Most
think
of them,
Jason,
were plays in their wheelhouse. They just couldn't pull them in.
Yeah.
I think Zay is a fine number 2, and Robert Foster. Robert Foster and Zay are going to be 2A and 2B. You just need that one guy. And
Robert Foster's better on the outside, though.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, that's what it is. And Zay's better on the slot. I'm honestly less concerned about the receivers than I am the tight end. I'd rather just really get
Well, there's 2 tight ends coming out of Iowa this year.
that are really good, apparently.
Yeah. And the Bills need a tight end.
And the tight end would also help the offensive line.
I'm just excited to definitely be watching.
If we draft a tight end at 9, I wouldn't even be mad.
That, I've heard that on our local sports radio, they heard that there's interest, but they're going to take the best player available, I know. And
Yeah.
We need a defensive lineman.
they should trade up and get defensive Josh Allen.
Literally,
Honestly, I couldn't be mad.
He would actually be a good pick.
it would be a good pick.
It would be a good pick, but it's also a meme, but it's also funny.
Yeah.
It would be sick. And then you could have 2 different Josh Allen jerseys.
Yeah. A 17 and like a 94 or something like that.
Yeah.
Do DEs wear 90s?
Yeah, they were 90s and 50s.
I know they were 50s.
I think it would be sick. And then they'd be like best friends, and the Bills would definitely meme about it a lot.
That's.
The Instagram would flood with the posts about it.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is the same thing with Sean McDermott. Sean McDermott's a great leader, and it really helped turn the Bills around. Josh Allen is also just a natural-born leader, and it really helped turn their offense around.
I'm definitely saying that we're going to have Josh Allen for many, many years. I'm guaranteed we're going to be watching the Bills in 10 years, and it'll still be Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's not going anywhere unless they send him somewhere.
Yeah, no.
Josh Allen is very...
Josh Allen...
He's very committed to whoever has the most faith in him, he's very committed to being there.
Yeah.
And he's very committed to being in Buffalo.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fucking sick.
I can't wait to go 5-11.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Another 7-9 year.
The worst part about this year is that everything looks good, and then you look at the rest of the AFC, and it's like, wow, the AFC got good.
It's hard to
The
tell.
entire AFC North's good for the most part, besides the Bengals.
We'll see what kind of players and moves we make, but if it's like the same as it is this year, it's going to be...
The East is for the taking, unless the Patriots just continue to be the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which
And
is...
likely, I suppose.
Yeah. They had an awful team this year, and they still did good, so...
Yeah.
They did better than good.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl.
What is it? The AFC South's great right now.
AFC West is pretty solid.
AFC West is great. They just got probably the next Tom Brady. Not the next Tom Brady, but the next guy who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl a bunch.
Then there's AFC North with Baker Mayfield. So the Browns should be on the way up.
There's
Steelers are always going to be the Steelers.
There's legit like 5 teams that can contend for a wild card this year, and it's just fucked.
So is Baltimore sticking with Jackson as number 1?
Yes.
They just traded Flacco.
Yeah, they got
Well,
rid of
yeah, I know
Flacco.
they traded Flacco, but I didn't know if they were...
Why would-
They're staying with Jackson.
Who's your backup, man? Do you have a backup under contract?
Robert Griffin III.
Oh, yes.
I forgot about that.
Tyrod Boyder, probably.
Yeah, just get Tyrod back.
Might as well. It would fit the playbook.
Yeah, Tyrod's not going to be doing anything. They're sticking with Baker.
I don't know who the Browns would sign as their backup.
Who is the Browns' backup?
Tyrod, but he's not
other than
he's
that.
not under contract.
Oh, really? So he might go somewhere?
Well, we traded him for the 3rd round pick, and he had $18 million a year, and he was on 1 year.
Huh.
This was the last year of his. He's made bank, so he can just stop
Yeah,
if he
he might
wants.
as well.
Honestly, I thought he was going to go into fashion design instead of football, just because he's had a concussion history, and he's not that good.
I liked Tyrod a lot, hence the picture there on the wall.
I mean, I love the guy.
Yeah,
Love the guy.
Tyrod is my favorite dude.
Mwah.
He's
I have those gloves signed by him. So,
Yeah, Tyrod's a good man. Just not a good football player.
Can he be my running back this year, please?
Yeah.
put him in as running back.
Would not mind at all.
I think Tyrod was good. I think he was pretty awesome. He always made really crazy fucking sick plays, but Josh Allen's definitely way better than Tyrod.
Yeah, Josh Allen's got that arm strength. I mean, Tyrod had arm strength, but
2015 Tyrod.
Josh Allen is just a lot more committed to making plays that Tyrod would never even think about.
Josh Allen, this season was so fucking sick. I'm really happy about Josh Allen.
2015 Tyrod would beat 2018 Josh Allen's ass. I bet you. I don't know about that.
But yeah, I want to see Josh Allen until he's like retired. I don't want to see anybody else at quarterback.
Good old.
And hopefully he stays healthy too, so we can just literally be in the NFL for like 30 years.
Good old football conversations. I'm sure we're gonna have many of on this podcast. So you better like football.
Once football
Welcome.
starts, it'll be even worse.
All right, guys, let's talk about my AAF team, the Apollos.
The what?
The Birmingham whatever team.
No,
no.
I'm the Orlando Apollos fan. We are 4-0. Go fuck
I
yourself.
chose Memphis because of Christian Hackenberg, but Christian Hackenberg is
He
awful.
got benched.
Is there
They got
anybody
the-
in there?
The Ravens' actual team is the Arizona team that I
got-
don't know what they're called, but
Well, the farm team, they're not farm teams because
Do the Bills
You-
have one?
no,
the
'cause
Birmingham team.
it's not
They're not a farm team, but they're affiliated with them.
Yeah.
It doesn't like the NFL, like the Bills can sign any player from any of the 8 teams in the AAF, but like Birmingham can only get Bills players.
Yeah.
Oh.
They can not only Bills players, they can get, so there's 32 teams in the NFL and there's 8 of these teams, so every team in the AAF has 4 assigned teams and it's literally just the closest in geography.
Yeah, for the most part.
That's pretty cool. I don't know
So
anything about
it's
that.
a
Yeah.
geographical draft as well. So if they get drafted from like the NFL players that don't get drafted this year, and instead of wanting to be on practice squads and stuff, they can go play there. And it would just be the closest college.
Do they get like big salaries in the AAF?
No, the total. Let me see. I believe it's not a bad salary. It's $75,000 a year.
That's still.
But that's a
Yeah,
good
Colton
salary.
Schmidt plays in the league.
Colton Smith.
Yeah, I just saw the.
Colton Smith plays for the Irons.
Yeah, I saw the. He has like Instagram posts, and now his profile picture instead of him being the Bills kicker, he's that guy, the other team's kicker.
As I like to say, Play-Doh, Kalen Clay, because he was fake Clay while he was here, because we had 2 Clays.
Yes.
Kalen Clay, he's on Birmingham right now.
Sick.
Terrible wide
Interesting.
receiver. Horrible wide receiver. He caught 1 pass from Tyrod, though, and it was nice, and we won that game.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
So
I don't know what you're talking about.
Caden Clay was. He was only not around very
Terrible.
long. He
terrible.
was not around long.
was terrible.
We
apparently.
traded a 7th round pick for him from the Panthers, because we're Panthers North.
Panthers North.
But I have not watched a full AAF game besides highlights on YouTube.
Can
But
you even watch
my
him on
team-
TV?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're on TV.
Yes. And my team is 4-0, so go fuck yourself. I am the Patriots.
How are the Irons doing? I want Colton Schmidt to
I have
win.
no idea. I've not paid attention to it at all.
I will look up
Colton
the
Schmidt
Irons.
is sick. He deserves some shit.
I don't know, but this meme that I see on my phone right now is a crying face with the Birmingham Iron logo. So
You've never lost in franchise history.
Interesting.
they are probably 3-1.
Yeah,
based
I
off
guess
that
they're
image.
3-1 now. Thought they were doing pretty
When do
alright.
they have games Sundays?
Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, Saturdays and Sundays.
Ah, I'll have to look into that. Do you know like, what channel?
There was probably a
Like
game.
CBS.
There legit might be
something.
a game going on right now.
Usually they're on like the NFL Network though.
I wonder if I could find a stream of it or something ever.
Maybe. One day. But not right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it the same thing as the AFC? Or not AFC, fucking... Fuck.
The
XFL. When is that starting again?
Next year.
That's just fucking
The
crazy fucking shit.
the AAF is there's some slightly different rules. Like there's no kickoffs.
There is no kickoffs.
There's no
no
onside kicks.
There's no extra points.
There's no extra points. Yeah,
The extra point is only a 2-point conversion. Every time.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. They tried.
I mean, you might as well.
I mean, hey, if they're still making money, and then they're still playing football, so they're still doing what they want to,
Yeah.
and 75,000
Keep your
a
name
year
out
is
there.
a lot better than what we probably will make it for a long time.
I think the use of no extra point makes the game kind of less strategical, so I'm not a big fan of that. But I also don't really care that much.
It's not as high risk, I guess.
I'm not as huge of a football fan as like Nick is, so I'm not really into the league at all anyway.
Like I said, I haven't watched a full AAF game. I'm subscribed to the subreddit, so I see the memes.
I see.
I like football a lot, but the only knowledge I have is for, like, Bills. I don't have, like, other, like, team knowledge.
I am just jerking myself off because free agency starts in 10 days. I'm just waiting.
I know about, like, quarterbacks, because I always just keep track of who's got like the good quarterbacks and like the defenses and stuff. But like player names, I can't. You could say someone, and then I'd be like, who the fuck team are they on? And then, but Bills, I'm like,
D Ford. No idea. You could say probably most people's name in the league, and I would have no idea where they're from.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't know either. So, we've gone on for about an hour now.
Yeah, do you want to finish it off? Or you got anything else to talk about?
I think we're pretty good.
You okay, sir?
Let's talk about Mortal Kombat.
I have no knowledge on the
Neither do I.
subject.
Alrighty then.
All right, guys. That has been the third episode of Lamentable Podcast with Josh and Kyle, with our special guest, Nick.
Hi.
And we will get you your Lamentable Podcast sticker.
I'm gonna need that
Yeah.
right now.
Not going to get it right now, sorry, but
We can get it for
hate
you. All right, we'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to press subscribe so we can be super awesome.
Okay.
All right.